Thank you, Natalie. I always forget to record.
Got it.
I got it. Good afternoon, KW South Bay. How's everyone doing? How are the hot dogs and pepperoni pizza? Straight, fresh from Costco. Compliments of KW South Bay. Awesome. Well, I appreciate you all. Thank you very, very much for being here. We're going to go ahead and get started. July 13th, halfway through the month of July. Can you believe that, folks? Unbelievable. All right. Let me admit some of the people into our Zoom call, and let's start with our mission. Repeat after me. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. To provide agents with a place where they will be empowered, trained, and motivated to experience growth, wealth, and advancement in a positive and our belief. When the values of your company align with your community, you know you have a professional goal. Our vision.
I can't see it.
Well, that definitely doesn't help, right? No. There we go. Our vision. Professional and personal. Let's see. I saw some delays, some a little faster. So it's okay. We'll get it. We'll practice. We've been practicing now, what, 7 months?
We're getting
a little better.
Yes,
Right?
slow
That's all right. That's all right. Well, I appreciate you all. All right, next slide, please. All right, first and foremost, I want to congratulate all the BOLD students. Raise yourself up if you were part of BOLD. Okay, raise yourself up. Before you sit down, tell us one nugget that you picked up in the 7 weeks of BOLD. Start with you, sir.
Discipline and the scheduling is paramount.
Discipline and scheduling, 100%. Yeah. So in the 7 weeks of being disciplined and having a schedule in place is very important, especially in what we do, right? Beautiful. Awesome. All right, Fred.
20 phone calls a day. 20 phone calls a day building your business. Change your life. 5 years.
Can definitely change your
5
life.
years. 5 years.
All right, young lady.
For me, I would say accountability was good.
Accountability. Yeah. Showing up, right?
Yeah.
Remember when we started first step? And then ultimately, you know, week 2, week 3, week 4, we started seeing bodies drop, right? You know, and that's sometimes the most stressful aspect of being concise in a group of people that are holding you accountable, right? Yeah. Absolutely. Awesome. Cheyenne with the, I believe those are kisses. Just lists.
I love the permission to continuously come from contribution opposed to coming at anyone from too much of a salesy perspective. That's just not authentic to me, and something that I've kind of been struggling with a little bit in my early journey through real estate is how to navigate that. I just like the permission to consistently just come from contribution. How can I help? And it doesn't always have to be about specifically business.
Absolutely. Thank you. Richard.
Is the scheduling part and the accountability.
Scheduling and accountability. That's 2 people that said that. Absolutely. Steve, sir.
I'm going to say 1% better. Focusing on just getting a little bit better the next day by that 1%.
Love that.
Because 1% for 52 weeks is how much?
67.8%.
67.8%.
Right.
By the end of the year. Am I right? Was it 67?
Yeah, I think
Me, I would say the same scheduling and accountability.
Scheduling and accountability, absolutely. Lauren,
I can like, what was the question? Whether we can access?
what is the one thing that you got in the 7 weeks of bold?
I think the 1% thing, but also the accountability. The fact that we had a captain that checked in on us, because I wouldn't have done it. I found other things to do than doing the damn homework.
Anything but the homework.
It's true. I mean, as they said on my paper last night, she's very direct, so.
She is very direct.
What's crazy though, is like the homework only takes like 10 to 15
Right,
minutes.
but
That's
it's
what
this
blew
whole
my mind.
mindset thing that, I'll get to it. And the other thing was that I really liked at the end was we got to go around and there was a piece of paper they put on the back, how
Oh,
you see
yeah.
yourself was the front. And I had like 2 things, right? None of it was what they put. And everybody writes something that they saw during the time you were there. That was very emotional for me, because I don't get emotional, but that was crazy.
For a lot of people, it was very
Yeah, it was
emotional.
very emotional. I mean, you even, somebody said, you have big shoulders. I'm like, oh, they're hitting on him.
That is like-
Yeah. That was honest truth. Honest truth. Someone said the
You have big
shoulders,
shoulders.
and then someone else said,
That's why you carry all of us on.
and then the other one was, someone said, big teddy bear. Big teddy bear.
Oh, God was a big
What
rock.
happens if I lose my weight? I'm a big teddy bear.
People say nice things.
Yeah,
And you have to remember when you're out there, that was what it did to me, was remembering. I went home with Skip, which I didn't have when I went in there, because my daughter had just left on to England. So, I mean, I think that's up for us to remember when we're.
Yeah.
Think of the good, think of one compliment to say. Anyway.
absolutely. Yep. Ed, what was the one nugget, the one aha that you got of 7 weeks of bold?
Just, I love doing it as a group, you know, together, that's what my take on it is, that the synergy, together we achieve more than any of us does apart.
100%.
That's my big takeaway. When you see everybody changing as a group, that is super powerful. You know, I love that. I love that about Bold. I'll do it again. Yeah, that's my big takeaway.
Love it. Yeah, absolutely. For me, resonates in many factors, you know, the team effort, the stress, right, of showing up, the homework assignments that we needed to do, right? And the commitment to our team, and sometimes feeling uncomfortable, right? When we have to do our calls and hit, you know, how many did their 100 in one day? Big Cheyenne? Yeah, Cheyenne was one of our agents in Bold 100 that was committed to do so, committed to do 100 contacts in one day. That takes a lot, you know, and far and few agents that were able to do that. So congratulations on that. Beautiful. So all of them did receive a beautiful plaque. And, you know, we should be having another poll closer to the end of the year. So, yes,
I'd
sir.
like to be able to say, you know, I think you saw a theme here of accountability, you know, I'd like to start an accountability group and I'm willing to spearhead it, okay? And I've already kind of laid out a format that I'd like to see. I don't want to go. So if anybody is looking to wanting to be part of it, and you don't have to be part of both, okay, to have done it, and if we're gonna take it down to the very basics, please hand me your card, you know, before we leave the meeting today. And I'll send you an email in the next couple of days to get that started, to have it start by next Monday.
Love it. All right, that's a commitment right there. Awesome. Do that. Awesome.
I was like, checking out.
All right, well, let's, yes,
Yeah, I'm not gonna write it down, I'm just gonna do it.
beautiful. There you go, Steve.
Fabulous.
Awesome. All right, I want to have Ed and Morel come up here and introduce our guest speaker. So let's
Nick,
give
are you
a-
on? Is Nick
Yeah.
here?
Nick is in.
Nick, we have you in the house. Are you on the Zoom?
I'm here, baby.
All right, there he is. Love that guy. So Nick, as you guys know, I've been telling you all about him. He's our new regional director of technology. What's the official title? Regional tech trainer, is that it?
Director of regional.
Oh,
Right there.
yeah, thank you. I read good. So Nick has an amazing background. He's one of I believe one of the founders of Lab Code Agents, or a big contributor to it. I know I've been
I'm one of the, yeah, Tristan and I co-founded it together.
I'm wonderful. I mean, there's how many Lab Code Agents, how many people follow Lab Code Agents? It's like tens of thousands, right? I mean, it's huge, right?
Probably around 200,000+.
Oh my God. That is 200,000 people, right? And our region is lucky enough to get to have you as our director of regional technology. I don't want to eat up any more of your time. I'm a big fan of yours. I love the little conversation we got to have together about a week or so ago, whatever. Please take it away and tell us about what's going on with Command and what's new and what's fun.
Yeah, for sure. So, hey, everyone, how's it going? Nick Baldwin, co-founder of Lab Code Agents, regional director of regional technology for your guys' region. I'm an agent and I have run multiple teams in multiple states. I'm currently living in Michigan, but I am from New Jersey originally. And today I'm going to show you a couple cool aspects of the consumer platform, our Command consumer platform. Are you guys familiar with that? Do you know we have our own websites and our own apps that we can have our consumers search for homes on? You guys know about that? Raise your hand if you know about it.
Couple people.
Okay, so probably about like half of you. All right. I'm going to jump into the Command, my Command website. And I want to talk to you a little bit about what the site does. There are a couple things. We have really cool partnerships with tech companies. One of those companies is called Nextdoor, and Nextdoor is a platform for neighborhoods. So it's like a Facebook group, but you can only join if you live in the boundaries of a specific neighborhood. Okay, so we were able to partner with Nextdoor. And so since we're able to do that, we can really hone down market data at a very hyper local level. So not just a city or a town or a zip code, but on an actual neighborhood level within that zip code or that city. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys something pretty sweet. What's a zip code where you guys are?
90505.
Okay. So I'm going to search for properties near that zip code. All right. So we're in Torrance. And as we can see, there is houses for sale and a map. And then we have houses for sale over here. So there's nothing out of the ordinary about that. But at the top, we have a carousel of neighborhoods. And so it breaks down Torrance into little microcosms of the world. And so we can see the neighborhoods divided up on the map as well. We can see them in blue. If I zoom in a little bit, then we can start to see the neighborhood names over the map. Okay. And so if I click on Torrance Rivera, all of the listings around that neighborhood disappear. They go away. Okay. If I zoom out, you can see there's no other listings except for these. If I click on this one up here, then I got the listings there and nowhere else. Okay. So I'm going to click back over here because there's a lot of houses for sale. So the data should be good. All right. So now if I look over on the right-hand side, I can see a very hyper-local snapshot. Now, this is not the snapshot for all of Torrance. This is only the snapshot for this Torrance Riviera neighborhood. So 53 days on market, 1.69 million average home price. $830 a square foot. And then all of these homes over here are the listings that are just in that neighborhood only. Okay. If I'm a consumer, I can follow this neighborhood so I can keep up with what's happening there. So I'm going to click follow and I'll show you what that allows me to do in a little bit. But what I'm going to do here is I want to explore the neighborhood. I want to see more information about it. So I'm going to click explore the neighborhood and it's going to take me to a page that your consumers have never seen before on Zillow, Realtor.com, Homes.com, Trulia. They've never seen it because those sites don't have it. They don't have the partnerships with Nextdoor that we do. Okay. They don't have the partnerships with Google like we do. So I'm going to show you this page and there's lots of data on this page. So if I scroll down, I'll see a market snapshot, average home price, average sold price, and then we'll see homes for sale. I can look at homes pending. I can look at upcoming open houses. I can look at active properties, or I can look at all of them. Okay. And I can scroll through it just like this. Now, one of the questions we get as real estate agents, one of the questions we get asked a lot is who lives in this area? Now, you know that we cannot answer that question because that is a fair housing question that is ripe for a lawsuit. Okay. But we can tell people what people say about living in a specific area. So this neighborhood, people say that they're into gardening, they like to go to the movies, they love dogs, they love nature. So this is how a consumer could look at this and say, you know, I like those things too. I think I want to learn more about this neighborhood. Maybe I want to live in this neighborhood. Okay. If you're interested where this data comes from, it comes from a website called precisely.com. Precisely.com is the website. It's a data aggregator, and we've partnered with it to pull in cool data that looks like this. Then we can calculate a commute. So if you want to add a place, you can type in a location. What's the name of your market center?
446 Keller Williams South Bay.
Keller Williams South Bay.
Keller Williams South Bay.
That's the
Okay,
one.
so this neighborhood is a 4-minute drive to Keller Williams South Bay. If I click the directions button, it'll take me to Google Maps and I can see how long it takes to get there and I can drive the distance if I'm a buyer. Okay. If you scroll down, we'll see schools, we'll see public and private. Then we'll see a Yelp integration. And this is a very trustworthy source because the consumer loves Yelp. It's owned by Google and the consumer trusts it. And so they don't have to go off of your website to look at Yelp. They can see it right here on the site and they can hover over each individual icon and see what it is. Okay. So before, when I followed the neighborhood, this is what that allows me to do. So I'm going to go to the feed right up here where it says feed on the upper right-hand corner, click feed. And I'm going to click right here on neighborhood pulse over on the left. And so you can see up here, these are neighborhoods that I'm following. So you can see right here where it says Torrance Rivera. That's the latest neighborhood that I started following. So it gives you a little snapshot, active listings, pending listings, days on market, price point, average listing price over here. And it shows you the last 6 months. So from January to June. So 1.5, it has gone up to 1.7. If you scroll down, you'll see houses for sale. And then down here, this is where you can do a 6-month comparison against the neighborhood with the city, zip code, county, and state. So this number right here will stay the same. Okay. This number will change because this is the neighborhood. This is all of Torrance. All right. So check this out. If I click zip code, this changed from 969 to 982. So the city as a whole, and then that specific zip code. Then the county went to 2.3. Then the state 1.3. So you can see how this neighborhood stacks up to the whole, to these 4 levels of market data. And over here, you can see the square footage changes too. And then you can see the graph also goes up and down. And the gray is Torrance and the blue is the neighborhood. Here, the gray is the zip code. Here, the gray is the county, and here, the gray is the state. So this is a brand new feature, and your consumers are going to eat it up because everybody loves data and they love to play around with it and compare it and see numbers change and all that good stuff. And by the way, the cool thing about it is you don't have to do anything. It's already there for you. I'll show you where you find your KW site. Go to command, log in, go right over here on the left-hand side to consumer. The little icon looks like a website. Click on that. And then it's right here up at the top. Okay. And if you want to configure it, if you want to customize it, or you want to brand it more, you just go to configure your site and go through the steps that it takes to edit it and make it more your own. But I wanted to show you this because it's the most recent update as of a week ago to our consumer sites. And it's something that no other website has. And your consumers are going to eat it up and love it because there's endless amounts of neighborhoods that they can compare listing prices to. Any questions?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
So if we go to KW consumer, how many sites they could access with one touch?
How many what?
How many websites they could reach with just going to one to KW? Like Nextdoor, what else is available on that site?
Oh no, though they wouldn't visit Nextdoor. It's just an integration of Nextdoor neighborhoods. So it wouldn't allow them to go to Nextdoor to look at it. It just integrates the neighborhoods onto the map so you can narrow down the market data into a much more hyper local number. So we have partnerships with Nextdoor. We have partnerships with Google because we use Google Maps. So what they have to understand is they're going to get much more specific data based on the fact that we are able to drill down our market information from a city to a zip code to a neighborhood. That's one of the benefits. So it's not like they're visiting multiple websites. They're visiting your website, but we have integrations with multiple
But you
websites.
can always tell them to go to our website. They could access more than if they go to Zillow or Realtor.com. Is it a fair thing to say?
100%. Here's the thing. They can look at listings all day long on Zillow, but they can't really learn about the market on Zillow. They can learn about the market on our sites because of the fact that we can narrow it down to a much more hyper local level. And real estate is really more than just a zip code. It's a neighborhood. You can see just by looking at, that map with the multiple zip codes in Torrance, each neighborhood at a different price point. So it makes sense. You know what I mean?
I have a question. Nick,
Sure.
how often is this updated?
This is every 6. So it'll show every 6 months. So like next month, this will say February to July. So when it turns August, it'll say February to July. Then when it turns September, it'll say March to August. So it's every 6 months, but a month behind.
Thank you.
Make sense?
Question?
Yeah.
Are the boundaries, that you have shaded, are those based on the next door market areas?
Yeah, those are next door neighborhoods. Yes.
Those are their neighborhoods, but that's good then. You just say, this is your next door neighborhood and it corresponds to the neighborhood on the KW.
But this is also the actual boundaries for MLS too, correct?
No, that's why, I have to make sure.
Store neighborhoods. So the next door neighborhoods are actually created by the residents that live there. So Lower Hollywood Riviera, that was created by the people that live in this area. All right, so that's what next door is. So it's not MLS neighborhoods, it's next door neighborhoods created by people who live in those neighborhoods. And then that's where we get the data from.
Very
But the
good.
cool part about it is, look, so we're over here at Lower Hollywood Riviera, average home price 2.4. If I go over here to Torrance Riviera, average home price 1.6. So it's really breaking it down. Like you could see they're right next to each other, but the price points are $1 million off from each other, you know? So it's not a whole zip code. It's breaking it down, making it much more understandable and simpler.
Very good. Any other questions? Any questions on Zoom?
I don't know. There's no questions in the chat. Oh, one thing you guys should see real quick before I hop off. All right. This is a brand new update as about a month ago. So we obviously have a website that can find houses all over the country and in Canada, right? It's a nationwide search, but as of a month ago, so like if you have friends and family in another state, they should be on your site. So like I can look at houses all over the US and Canada on the KW sites. But now let's say I want to buy a house in Turks and Caicos. I can now do that because we have listings there. Or let's say I want to buy a house in Aruba. I can now do that because we can look at houses in Aruba. Let's say I want to look in Bermuda. I might want to look in Bermuda and put this on my vision.
You just lost all the agents here.
No, we're gonna work remote, right? Yeah.
So now we're going worldwide, guys. We have probably about 12 or 15 countries right now on the website, and we're adding more all the time. Like I just noticed some houses in Paris, France. There's some in Israel. So it's really like this is hugely setting us apart more than any. We're the only global real estate search website in the entire world.
Hi, could you show us how to get to this site?
What's that?
Could you show us how to get there?
Yeah, so go to command, go into command, go to the consumer applet,
Okay.
which is over here on the left-hand side, and you'll find your website address right here. That's yours.
Okay.
Okay? That's yours.
Okay, and just to recap, just in case no one's gotten this, all of us, you're in KW, so everybody's got your own individual site, right? Everybody's got your own individual site. This is how you access it, and you can customize it, make it your own. You can give people this link.
I gotta work
You can give people this link. First of all, it's available right now. Like you have it right now this minute. Just go there, grab this link, give it to anybody, and it's your website. So if someone marks something as a favorite and they say, "Oh, I like that property," or if they say, "Oh, there's a link on the when you're viewing a property, it says, ask my agent about that." That's going to you. No one else in KW. Anything that lead generates, all of that goes back to you and no one else. Right. So that's a huge. You get access to this amazing website with all this technology built into it, coming from all different places. So cool the integrations they're doing. But it's in the end your own. Everybody's got their own individual website.
So how do you send it to consumer?
Okay, so there's a couple ways to do that. Just text them this link, or if you want them to download your app, which you can also have them do, go into site and app settings, and then go into URLs, and then this is your app link. So if you want them to download the app on your phone, send them this link. If you want them to download the website, just send them the link for the website. What I would suggest, if you're doing a buyer consultation or a seller consultation, show them, integrate your app and your website into your consultation and help them download it right then and there and say, we're going to be looking for houses for you. This is the best way for us to communicate and to stay in touch with the houses that you like. So that's just the best way to do it. Get people to download it right then and there when you're doing a consultation. That's the easiest way to do it, to get new people on board. But otherwise, just text them the links and say, hey, I got a new website. It's pretty sweet. There's a lot of great data on it. You can search by neighborhood. So, log in and play around. Let me know what you think, so that's kind of the best way to do it.
Beautiful. We have one more question for you, Nick. Yes. go
Yeah.
ahead.
Hey, Nick, is the website and the app information integrated or are those separate?
No, it's the same thing. So if somebody logs in, if somebody downloads your app and logs in, all they need to do is use the same login information for the website, and they can pick up right where they left off and vice versa. It's the same exact platform, same information. All their searches will be there. It's one and the same. It's just one is for the phone and one is for the computer.
Nick, is it a good practice to, I know you said send them to the website, but is it a good practice?
No. I would always say download the app, because if they're on their phone, it's much easier to get them to download the app. So the app, if you want to find your link for the app, do you guys have the command app on your phone by chance?
Yeah. Good.
Okay, so if you have the command app, not the home search app, you have the command app. It's a red icon. You have that? Who has that? Raise your hand. Okay, if you don't have it, download it from your app store. But if you have it, open it up. And because I'm on my computer, I don't have it here. But open it up so you get to the dashboard that looks like this. The dashboard. And then click on the bottom right, those three lines, which is the menu icon. Click on that, and you will see a pop-up that says share my KW app. Do you guys see it? Who sees it? Raise your hand. Click that button, and then it pops up with your text messages, and send it to anybody.
Nick, what I was talking about is, say I'm doing something in 90250, a group, there's a group for like a Hawthorne area. I can go to that search in my website, copy that link and put it in Facebook for them to.
Oh, yeah. So you can do this. So if I go to my website and I want to share listings in Bermuda, you just copy this link. And then you can post it on Facebook, or if you open it up in another browser, it'll open back up to homes in Bermuda. So you can share any link from the site, send it to anybody, post it anywhere. It will lead them to that exact search. Is that what you were asking?
Absolutely, yes.
So to get the app, we go to KW command in the App Store.
You go to Keller, type in Keller Williams in the App Store, and you'll see all the different apps there, and you make sure you download the home search.
All right, very good, Nick. Well, thank you very, very much, sir.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. If you need anything, shoot me an email, nickbaldwin@kw.com. I'll try to answer your questions. And chances are I have a video on how to do it. So email me if you have any questions.
Definitely follow Nick on social media, YouTube. He has tons of content that you can do some research. So again, Nick, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.
All right, Dean. Who wants to go to Bermuda now, right? Yeah, please.
For those who want to take it a little step further, so I'm a big collector of GoDaddy websites. URLs, right? So if you want to, you know how the URL to your website, the command is gonna be like some weird, like 30-digit long thing with all sorts of characters and stuff. You can go to GoDaddy and get like edmorelgroup.com and then forward it with masking to that website. Takes about 5 minutes to do. There's if you go to answers.kw.com, there's tutorials that will show you how to do it. You can get another URL that's like downloadedsApp.com, and then people click on it and then you can just forward it to downloading the KW app, so that makes it a whole lot easier to tell people that's where you should go, rather than try to copy and paste that link. Just saying, there's a way to do
You need
it.
to repeat yourself later.
Real quick, can you also copy it into your email? Like when you send out an email, like your.
Absolutely, yeah,
Instead
absolutely.
of having this in your MLS, I'm gonna, put it into the email.
Yeah,
Okay. I'll change.
Very good.
and we'll talk more. We're gonna have more stuff on command. We're gonna talk more about the things you can do.
My readers, that's what stuff using.
Yeah.
Obviously a hot topic.
It's gotten good though, right? So I'm guessing we probably have a few people here who haven't checked out command in the last 6 months. It's come far, right? It's way different than the command that was kind of launched early on, a year or 2 years ago, right? So please revisit it. I think you'll be surprised by how much they've improved it.
Very good. All right, thank you. Well, I want to make sure that we finish in a timely manner. So just a couple of announcements. We have this Friday, July 15 at 8 o'clock. Derek Tijuano is going to be my guest speaker. Derek. All right, a lot of you do. So Derek is going to be my guest speaker this Friday. So love to see the support from the South Bay office. We have multiple offices that jump on this 8 o'clock. It's from 8 o'clock to 8:30. Boom, we're in and then we're out. We allow 5 to 10 minutes of Q&A. If anyone wants to take Derek's brain a little bit to ask what's working for him. Such a humble guy, very good, top producer, does great business consistently year in, year out. So he'll be my guest speaker this Friday at 8 o'clock. Okay, so all of you should be on that Zoom call. Okay, just click on I'll send you the link so that way you can jump on that as well. Any questions regarding the producer's mindset? Also, tomorrow, Thursday, I will be doing the producer's mindset as well. So I'd love to see the KW family on that as well. So I'll be back to back on the producer, but Friday is the guest speaker. Okay, awesome. Let's continue. Next slide. Also, Friday, the 15th from 2 to 3, I will be talking to the simple path to productivity and success habits. Okay, and then we're going to go on a quick hike after. I wonder where this is at. It looks like a lot of Christmas trees. It looks like Oregon to me. Maybe Colorado? I don't know, Tammy. So this Friday, July 15th, love to see you in person, and I will also have it on Zoom as well. Next slide. All right, stay ahead of the market. Lunch and Learn, Tuesday, July 19th at 12 p.m. It'll be here at the KW training room. Fernando Diaz with Homebridge will be spearheading this event. Anything you'd like to add, Fernando?
Yeah, guys, we're going to be bringing in a fantastic Mexican feast. My catering lady's going to bring it.
Beautiful.
Some of you guys had it before. We're going to basically arm you with objection repellent. So we're going to give you all the tools in the changing market, everything we could possibly give you to overcome objections, to get your clients comfortable. And we even have a top producing agent, friend of mine that I work with, that is going to be coming in here and also giving his 2 cents on the real estate side. He's also a Keller Williams agent, but it's always nice to, sometimes get a little bit of something different or something from the outside to, pick brain at. So that is that.
Beautiful, Fernando. And make sure to.
And we're going to try to keep it to that 1 hour, guys. We're going to go fast, and then obviously afterward we can take questions or whatever.
Beautiful. And make sure to RSVP so we have a head count and stuff. Okay, July 19th. Please put it on your calendar. All right, next slide, please. Also, we have our kayak event Friday, July 22nd, just as a reminder. Again, RSVP, meet at the location in Redondo Beach. The address is there, 132 International Boardwalk in Redondo Beach. Following will be the happy hour at how do you say it? Naja's
Oh my God.
Naja's place, okay? And great food and more so great drinks. Again, sponsored by Fernando Diaz with Home Breaks. Next slide. All right, just a reminder, we have our KW Book Club. This will be Monday, July 25th. You can also purchase this book on Amazon. Heather is spearheading the book club. She is our KW Book Club ambassador. So love to see the support. And it's such a great book. I started reading it, and there's a lot of value in this book, a lot of good content that will definitely gear you and send you in the right direction, especially right now with the market shift. So love to see you. It is in person, not on Zoom, here at the office, Monday, July 25th, from 2 o'clock to 3 p.m. Okay, can't wait. Heather just said that. Awesome. Thanks, Heather. Next slide. All right, just again as a reminder, Shiv, how to real estate agents tackle tough times. Wednesday, July 27th. The time is coming quickly, folks. I encourage you. We will not have a team meeting that day because I believe it's on a Wednesday. So no team meeting and no follow-up, no productivity right after at 1:30. All of leadership will be there at the event. This is at the LA Marriott, Marriott, not Marathon. Take your running shoes, please. Let's all go for a quick run, right? You can see I don't have my glasses. The LA Marriott Hotel in Century Boulevard in the city of Los Angeles. There is a cost, but it's well worth it, in my opinion, especially right now with everything that's going on in our market. Any questions regarding shift? And anything you'd like to add to that?
You'd be crazy to not go to it. It's, James Shaw is a rock star, phenomenal. And it's to be clear, this is not like a book review where you go there and you hang out and you listen to someone talk for hours. It's gonna be a workshop, so there's gonna be work to do. I'm greatly looking forward to it.
Yeah, awesome. Cool. All right, let's continue. Next slide. Just a couple of KW community events. We have our KW Mastermind, Standard Practice, Strategies and Ways to Communicate, July 14. Land Mastery, Marketing and Lead Generation, July 15. Military Mastermind, July 15.
What is that?
These are Zoom trainings and workshops that is provided to
No,
our
what
agents.
is military master? Will we become a soldier?
No, it's to service military people.
Oh, I see.
How to service ways and angles and how to market yourself to service military personnel, men and women who are serving our country.
I see.
No, it's not.
No such like a
Commercial Masterminds, July 19, Luxury and Land Crossover Q&A, July 27, New Homes Q&A, July 28. Okay, so make sure that you're jumping on these KW community events that we have for all of you to participate. All right, next slide. Is Claudia here? Claudia's not here yet. Okay, let's go ahead and skip for now. And let's get Chris Rivera with Cross Country Mortgage.
He's not here either.
Oh, yes, he is.
All right,
Yes,
so,
he
We
is.
didn't need to show up.
yeah, I want to say thank you to Fernando for letting me take care of the first part. I'm gonna start with the bad, and I'll get to the good. The bad is, the inflation numbers have come out. They're over 9%, 9.1. The reading this morning was ugly. And it's even scarier because the next 3 readings are probably gonna be even uglier than the ones we're placing. there's talks about it might even get over 10%
The interest rate?
inflation.
Oh.
So that's the bat. This is where I'll start off with the bat. Let's just get the elephant out of the room. That is where inflation is headed. Where it is right now is 9.1, a jump from 8.6. So that's a pretty considerable jump. Rates right now are hovering between 5 and 5.5, depending on the loan program, other parameters like LTV, FICO, that sort of thing. So rates are still behaving, but they're inching higher now, right? And there's those inflationary pressures are going to put a lot of pressure on the feds. They've announced that they may even put 1% out later this month. That's a possibility. So we're going to hear that later in July. 3/4 looks like it's almost a for sure thing. We might even see all the way up to 1% later in July. So those are all going to push rates higher. But a lot of the training that you guys are getting and we're bringing to you guys is to show you how to overcome those objections. I talked last week where I think it's a great time for buyers to buy because of the lack of competition. And rates will behave in the long term. They'll come back down to them. They'll be able to refinance, but they're able to get into properties. So what I'm going to be doing in August is talk about some of the low down payment programs that are out there, as well as first time home buyer programs. So we're doing a seminar here. It's a lunch and learn, August 12th. It's a Friday. And it's going to be at 11 o'clock here in the office. But we're going to talk about a lot of the low down payment programs and the down payment assistance programs. So you guys are armed with information so that you can take them out to your clients. And that's going to precede the actual first time homebuyer seminar we're going to have in the office here. It's on a Saturday at 10:30. It'll be right here. We had one a couple of months ago. It's a great turnout. There was about 30 people here. We probably will see more. The market has shifted. It's now becoming a little bit more of a buyer's market, we'll say. It's not really a buyer's market, but the sellers no longer have complete control. The buyer is able to ask for concessions. So if they can come up with a down payment, we can put them together with a low down payment program or a first time home buyer program, maybe some concessions for a seller, or even the seller willing to entertain these type of offers, which is something you guys haven't experienced over the last 12+ months, right? So come and learn next month on the 12th, and then we'll have the actual seminar on the 27th. We will be doing flyers for you, personalized. So we're going to have a template. Next week, we'll come out and we'll show you what the template looks like. But basically, you're able to put your information on it. It's your flyer, so that when you hit your sphere, you'll be able to pass it out to your sphere with your information. We'll have a QR code so they can RSVP for that. So that's pretty much what we got on the agenda for next month. Other than that, any other questions? All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys later.
No, it's not 10%.
I heard the way you said it.
That year's first.
Inflation. All right, well, thank you, Chris, appreciate the update. All right, let's continue, next slide. All right, by the numbers, this is South Bay numbers, closed units. Month over month, 14.1. Now, if there is a negative, it would show here. So these are very impressive numbers as we approach the, as we approach the third, well, take that back, as we're in the third quarter of the year. Year is a 27.2, closed value 18.8%, 45.1 year to date. Listings taken 11.8 month over month. Year to date 43.1%. Listings taken value 31%, 71.6. Listings sold 20% increase, 36% increase year to date. Listings sold value 68.5%. 73.8%, contracts written 17.2% and 27.9%. Contracts written value 41.9% increase and 47.5% increase. And then closed GCI 0.5% and a increase of 36.1 year to date. If you'd like to have a copy of this, we can definitely give you a copy of this. Just send us an email. This is only for the South Bay office. So these are very, very impressive numbers. Keep up the good work. So congratulations. Any questions? All right, let's continue. Next slide. All right, we're gonna skip that real quick and let's go back. Claudia is here, Natalie, so let's have her quick slide. There she is. So I'd like to introduce you to Claudia Diaz with the Women's Council of Real Estate. So let's welcome Claudia.
Good afternoon, everyone. Oh,
Yeah,
It's-
you can
Hi,
right
everyone.
center mass
Hi.
right there.
It's an honor, it's a privilege for me to be here representing our local South Bay Association of Realtors. My name is Claudia Diaz. I've been in real estate. I started investing in 1998 and then got my license in 2000. I am grateful to have amazing mentors, amazing leaders, professors that have held my hand and taken me along the way. I got into Women's Council a few years back, and I served on our local board as I'm current past president of our local Women's Council South Bay, and I'm currently now serving with California as district vice president for this year and got reelected for next year. It's been an amazing journey. I've met many amazing people. I'm in 3 committees with our California Association of Realtors, and I'm also serving on the global committee with National Association of Realtors. I found my pathway. I love global real estate. And I think for us being here in California, there's so much diversity. There's so much that we can do. I know we're limited in housing, but there's so much referral business that we have. I've always said we have the world. Sometimes we try to compete, one block, one market or one area, but just remember we have the whole world, and being a realtor, it's unlimited, and there's so many possibilities. And as we all know, managing property management, sales, there's so much that we can do, commercial as well. So I just want to extend, I humbly ask for your guys' votes. I'm running for board of directors here in our local association of realtors. It's my first time running, but I want to give back to our local community. I've done a lot, with the state and national, and now just to be here and be more connected with our local realtors now that we are back, right? In person, thank God. I just humbly ask for your vote. My name is Claudia Diaz. My mission for being there is being the voice for our realtors. So people ask, what changes can you make? We can make any changes. No question is a dumb question. No idea is a dumb idea. Your voice counts as realtors. And sometimes we are too busy involved and we have no idea who to reach out to, but just remember you guys always have a voice, a vote. And if anyone is interested in giving me a call, my telephone number is 310-863-2942. I'm here to represent you and represent you in any way that I can. And I'm happy to serve with all of you. Thank you so much, Simon. Thank you guys for the invitation. You guys are an amazing company. I mean, we are just, representing as realtors throughout, and it's an honor. It's an honor to serve with all of you guys as local realtors. You guys probably got an email from the South Bay Association. Everyone has their separate ballot, so I can't, we can't text like links or anything, but I will go ahead and let you guys know what the description is, and you'll find it, because otherwise.
When is the election?
The election already began, and it ends at the end of this month. So any vote, every vote, not any, every vote counts, and your voice counts as well, and I am honored.
And you have to be a member
Of our local
South Bay.
South Bay Association.
How can you help us? Can you just?
In any way, any questions you have, once I sit on the board, your voice counts. And that's what we're able to do to try to implement changes. I know, and I know a lot of people ask in regards to maybe our pricing, right, or MLS and all of that. Of course, my objective is, we're trying not to increase, right, to keep it, yes. As far as homeowners' rights, there's so many, my goal also is to bring more leadership in our local association, more awareness. There's so much that we can do for our community. And sometimes we have no idea, right? And I think implementing that, because they have a lot of educational programs, we do, our association does. However, sometimes it's just getting that outreach out there, and overall is more leadership. Being more involved in our local committees that sometimes we have no idea, right? There's MLS committees. I mean, there's so many committees in our local, so we have our diversity committee, I stand on that one, and I'm also in the global committee as well. And I'm currently in government affairs, so we just left right now. We were, speaking with Mr. Tan that got.
Are you a practicing agent too?
Yes, I am.
What office do you work
With West Shores Realty. So I've been, yes. But remember, it's who we are, right? Who we represent as realtors. So we are all realtors and we're all together and our voice counts. So I humbly ask for your vote. And I don't know if anyone has any more questions.
Anyone have questions?
And thank you to Jen and Manny
Yes.
and Simon, thank you guys so much for the
Absolutely.
invitation. I appreciate that because sometimes we're, depending on the office that we're with, but we have to remember we are all together and we're all here to help. That's how we network, we communicate. Someone has an offer, we're able to help and uplift together and work together to try to close a transaction. So I'm very humbled that I'm here because it doesn't matter, right? What company we're in, as long as we're here to represent our clients, our community and uplift each other, I think at the end of the day, that's our ultimate goal.
I'm gonna run for president.
There you go.
other than you?
There's 6 positions, there's actually 3 positions open and there's 6 people running.
Is one of them
What are
president?
those positions?
There's 3 board positions and 1 president-elect. So I think there's 2 people running for the president-elect position. So I'll send the descriptions so you guys can see, but it's amazing. So there's only 3 open positions.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, likewise, my
I always go on your
pleasure.
Facebook, I'm always.
Oh, well,
connecting
send me a
with
message. I mean, I'm happy to help. Any ideas that you guys have. Sometimes that's what we're like, what can we serve, right? We're good at everything. But if we don't have a situation of how we don't hear, it's like, what do we do, right? For our local community or just someone that's running, right? For mayor. They have no idea. We are out in, we're out in the field talking to people. It's just the same way here. We're talking as realtors. We may have situations that we have, but what do we ask? So that's what sitting on the board does as well. So I'm here to listen to all of you. And if there's anything I can do, I'm happy to help and be the voice for all of you.
Let's give our flag a round.
Mucho gusto.
Make sure to vote.
Yes.
Very important. So,
Yes, so I'll send the description. Otherwise, you guys are not gonna find the ballot, because every ballot is different.
I got an email that written,
Oh, there you
coming from Sierra.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. from
Okay.
Southway, so.
Thank you, you guys can share. Okay, happy and honored and blessed to be with all of you.
Wonderful pleasure.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Take
so
care.
much.
Bye.
All right, team, that pretty much wraps it up. We finished just a little over our time, but any haves and wants? All right, team, that concludes our team meeting. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you all.